Hi, I'm Lori Farfaglia, host of the Arts and Entertainment Showcase here on Lakefront TV. Today I am in Eustis at the Historic State Theater, home of the Bay Street Players. And joining me is Sarah Lee.
Hi.
Michael and Jeff.
Hi.
And if you couldn't tell from the set, we are right here in the midst of Hairspray, the latest production. Tell me about Hairspray.
Oh, it's fabulous. It is so much fun. It's set in the early 60s, and the story is about a young girl called Tracy. And I think you should continue with the story more. She's your daughter.
And I play her mother, yes. Tracy Turnblad. Yeah, the musical's based off the 1988 John Waters movie, which starred Ricky Lake. She got her big break doing that. And they eventually made a musical out of it in the early 2000s, won all kinds of Tony Awards. And now we're doing it. It's actually a fun 60s musical about race relations, of all things. And one girl's struggle to integrate a television show. So, awesome music.
Now, Jeff, I know I've interviewed you before. How have you ended up here on the set of Hairspray?
Well, just out of a passion for doing great community theater, and I think that the Bay Street Players is an example of a community theater organization that has professional standards. So it's always extremely exciting as an Orlando resident to come out to a theater that cares so much about not only its performance productions, but also the people that are in those shows. So I think for the three of us, all kind of transplants to this community, it's worth the drive for us to be able to perform in production quality shows that exceed our expectations and make the drive all that more valuable to us as performers.
So where are all of you driving from to come here?
Orlando.
Orlando, you're all
yeah.
from Orlando.
Yeah.
So what do you all do with your daytime hours?
Strangely enough, we almost do the same thing.
Yeah. We are professional actors.
Are you?
Yeah, that's what we do by day and by night.
Is this your first play here at Bay Street?
No, it isn't. This is my second. I did God of Carnage. Completely opposite, and I absolutely had a blast. Joel Warren, who directed this, who's the artistic director here, brought me in to do that and kindly invited me back. And it's just a thrill. It's just beautiful theatre, beautiful community, and this show is just going to knock their socks off. It's fabulous.
Now, when you came in, Michael, to this audition, did you know you were going to audition to be a woman?
I did, yes.
Were you aspiring to be a woman?
Yeah, it's a plum roll for any actor. Once Joel said that he was doing Hairspray, I said, oh, I definitely want to audition for Edna, because when you get to be a certain age, you know, certain roles are no longer available to you, and this is a classic. I mean, Harvey Fierstein created it on Broadway. Divine created it in the John Waters film back in the 80s. I mean, it's traditionally a drag role anyway, and they kept that tradition for the Broadway production and all of subsequent community theater productions and regional productions, and so many famous character actors have done it. George Wendt from Cheers, Bruce Valanche, Michael McKean from Laverne and Shirley and all the Christopher Guest movies. So there's a tradition of men playing this role, and once I heard about it, I'm like, I gotta go for it, because I'm the right age, I'm the right type, it's a fun role, it's gonna look great on my resume, you know, and it's something everybody goes, oh, I gotta come and see that. So, and, well, look at me.
And I have the honor of playing his husband, which I have to say is definitely something different for you know, Lake County. And what I love, however, though, is that it's really not about that, and that is truly speaking to the heart of what this musical is. As Michael mentioned before, it's about segregation, and what's interesting is there is no nod whatsoever to the fact that it's a man in drag, and the relationship is born out of just two humans in love. And that's a pretty amazing thing. And I love that about Hairspray the musical in general, is that it speaks to many levels. Of course, the race relations we talked about, but also that it really doesn't matter, that these are two well-written characters that are very much in love with each other, but more importantly, insanely in love with raising their child in a positive light. And I think that's the magic of this, is that it is fun to ask Michael as an actor, you know, what is it like to be in drag? And it is fun to walk and kind of perform with him as an actor. But at the end of the day, it's so magical that that kind of erases away at the end of it. And all it really matters is that Edna Turnblad is representing what she believes in the musical.
Well said. Very well said. I have a 12-year-old, so I am very familiar with Hairspray, but I'm familiar with the one that came out with Christopher Walken, I think, played your character,
Correct.
and John
Oh,
Travolta.
John Travolta.
Yeah,
And
Michelle Pfeiffer.
Michelle Pfeiffer played your character. Did you guys go back and take a look at any of those to see, or you're just trying to do your...
Well, the problem with film versions of musicals is they inevitably change a lot of things to suit the film style or to the actors, and there are enough similarities to the actual Broadway version of the show to make it worth watching, but there are so many differences that it does, especially for the John Travolta playing Edna.
Right.
You know, he basically full on makeup and, you know, he was transformed into a woman. I'm a man in a dress. You know, we know that. You know, and he was trying to do the Baltimore accent, which, you know, he was the only one in the film who did, so it kind of stuck out weirdly, I think. So to answer your question, yeah, I mean, I remember watching it when it first came out. I saw it then, but I didn't go back to it because I knew it was going to be Edna anyway. It was going to be vastly different, and some of the songs were different, and they catered to his skills that have really nothing to do with what we do. So.
And also, I mean, I'm speaking for myself, I'm sure you guys will agree that for me as an actor, part of it is creating that character, and I really don't like looking at films or anyone else's work. I like to look at the script and then, along with direction from the director, develop the character yourself. And I think, you know, if you watch movies, you know, it's like, oh, you know, if they're film stars playing it and certain things are expected from them, and, you know, it's just so much fun to create the character yourself. You know, I saw clips of Michelle Pfeiffer, try to look as good as her. That's very difficult, very difficult, because she is absolutely gorgeous. But yeah, I like to develop
But isn't
character.
it interesting, if it's written well, you're going to become the silhouette of what the creative team wanted, no matter what.
Yes.
I mean, there's some things you can't deny. You know, the 3 looks that we have are very specific to the role. But I think at the end of the day, if it's a well-written piece, you're going to turn out what the creative vision wanted, just by the words and the look of the design team, no matter what.
Tell me about the cast of the show. I heard you have a very large cast.
Yes,
I think
30.
there's 40.
Is it 40?
I think we're up to 40.
Do you know all the names yet?
No.
We're challenging
There
ourselves.
are a lot of teenage girls, and I had posted on Facebook that I was going to make it my mission to learn every single one of their names.
You really did, yeah.
Before opening. I've got 3 more days.
Yeah, 'cause
I think I've got like 5 or 6 left to get.
they just look so different now with all their wigs and costumes. Like, we think we know. No, I don't
Yeah,
know.
so I learned some names, and then they put on wigs and costumes, and I'm like, no, I don't know who they are again.
I think for me, that's another reason why I'm doing this, is because, you know, I hope that the 3 of us, and there are other great adults in the show that aren't in this this filming, but I love that we hopefully are teaching them something about, you know, what professional performers do, and they are so unbelievably talented. You know, Lake County has a tremendous talent pool, and to have such fiercely talented young people in this production actually is teaching me more than I ever thought that they could learn from me, which has been awesome.
And they're also polite.
I know.
Very polite.
I think it's because we're old.
Dedicated.
You know, usually you do a show with kids, there's at least 1 or 2 brats in it.
Right.
Not this show.
No, you
They're
are the
not.
brat in this show.
I'm the one. Yeah. I'm like, I don't know your name. But I will learn.
Well,
Yeah.
tell me the dates that the show is running.
Well, we open Friday officially, which is June 28th. We run until July 21st.
And it would be great for people to join us, and they can check out ticket information at baystreetplayers.org.
Very good. Well, thank you all for taking time out of your busy schedule to come here and talk to me tonight. We're going to pause for just a minute and then take a quick look at the play.
Excellent.
you.
Thank you.
And now live from the certified up-to-code Baltimore Eventorium, for the first time on national television, it's the Corny Collins Spectacular!
He's corny!
Brought to you by Ultra Clutch Hairspray. What gives a girl passion and punch? Is it charm? Is it poise? No, it's hairspray. What gets a girl asked out to lunch? Is it brains? Is it dough? No, it's hairspray. If you take a ride with no can at your side, they inflate, they'll be gone with the wind. But if you spray it and lock it, you can take off in a rocket. Then in outer space, each hair will be in place. So why take a chance when you get up and dance? If you twist, I insist you use hairspray. And tell your mother her hair she should smother with Ultra Clutch faithfully. So if you're a redhead, a blonde, a brunette, just take my advice. You might just get the only thing better than hairspray. That's me. Now get the milkman. The only thing better than hairspray. That's me. What makes a man reach out and touch? It's Ultra Clutch! Oh, if you're a redhead, a blonde or brunette, oh, just take my advice and you might just get the only thing better than hairspray. That's me. The only thing better than hairspray. Oh, that's me. Hey, baby, you look like you could use a stiff one.
Tracy Turnblad, this is for you. They came from way far out in outer space. She's hard to miss, and so they landed on her face. She's got cooties. They found a place to nest.
She's got cooties.
If I were her, I'd be depressed. Long-tailed, sharp-nailed, fuzzy legs, laying eggs. Come on, everybody! Let's yip 'em out. In science class, she's like luck and show and tell. You know she's coming down the hall from death to her spell.
She's got cooties.
Nobody wants to sit by her.
She's got cooties.
Don't need a coat 'cause she's got fur. Circle, circle, dot, dot, dot. Hurry, get your cootie shot. Dresses like a circus clown. Somebody ought to hold her down. Ooh, I've been a cootie, do I better toot and mama's got him too. And that's for you. Roll call. I'm Amber.
Brad.
Tammy. Brenda. Sketch. IQ. Shelly. Luann.
Harvey.
And Tracy!
Nicest kids in town. They're the nicest, They're the sugary, spiciest, nicest kids in town. Woo!
Oh, 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 woke up today, feeling the way I always do. Oh, 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 hungry for something that I can't eat. Then I hear the beats, that rhythm of town. them chime. I don't hear anything. Can't you feel my heartbeat keeping perfect time? And all because he touched me, he looked at me and stared. Yes, he bumped me. My heart was unprepared when he tapped me and knocked me off my feet. One little touch, now my life's complete. 'Cause when he nudged me, what put me in a fix? Yes, it hit me just like a ton of bricks. Yes, my heart burst. Now I know what life's about. One little touch and love's knocked me out, and I can hear the bells. My head is spinning. I can hear the bells. Something's beginning. Everybody says that a girl who looks like me can't win his love. Well, just wait.